khona from the corner la uzongithola khona mokhona ukuba khona sanibona namhlanje yazi kule episode le namhlanje I'm gonna speak about something different, like something that is not a usual topic on the Kasi Talks, and I'll tell you why. There's this guy on TikTok called Zero Africa. So Zero Africa, it's more of a conspiracy theorist. People who are controlling the world, Freemasons, those sort of things. So I love conspiracy theories. I mean, I listen to Candace Owens. So I love conspiracy theories. And I think some of the conspiracies that they propagate are really worth looking into. So Zero Africa, his videos got deleted from TikTok. They got deleted, and his account was going to be banned. The account is not banned, but the videos are deleted on TikTok. I think some few months back, the same thing would have happened to Candace Owens on YouTube. I think her YouTube was blocked for some time and she came back. And the reason for this is not necessarily because of the conspiracy theories that these people propagate sometimes. It's because of what can I say? It's because of the negative image they create on some of the people that they choose to speak about. Excuse me, I'm not that fluent in English, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Sometimes, a conspiracy theory, it is a conspiracy because it is not always true, or it sometimes is not totally true. So when you mention people's names, you sort of damage their image, So the social media platforms have a right or an obligation to sort of block ama videos, say guti cast negative images on living people. But anyway, going back to Zero Africa, I pause. Yeah, so I'm thinking people like Zero Africa got suspended because of such things, But so, when I was looking at the things that he posts about, the things that he talk about, I thought, mhlambe nathi manje, it's a high time that we really talk about these things also on the Kasi Talks, this so-called conspiracy theories, but in a careful manner for educational purposes only, in a manner that is aimed at sort of like inspiring you to do your own research on some of the pressing national issues, you understand? So, engifuna ukukhuluma ngayo ile yakaskali siyaka King Hintsa. This topic, when I started investigating it, I was at a church that is led by a Ghanaian pastor. Now, the reason I was there was not because I wanted deliverance or healing. I was there because this guy was using a local school. So I wanted to go there and sort of like argue with this guy, debate with this guy, constructively so, and convince him to go back to Ghana and be a pastor there. So as we were talking, I started asking him if he's against African culture. He said, no, I'm not against African culture. Some of the things in our African spirituality, African culture and traditions, they actually work. And then he went on to narrate a story of them in Ghana using a skull of an older person to heal the living children. An older person who had long passed on. Basebenzisa leso skull leso to heal the infants, to heal the toddlers, so we actually practice leyo ukuthi into abayenzayo if the child is sick, into abazoyenza bazothatha amanzi bawathele kulesa skali lesiya, mabasithela kulesa skali lesiya lawo manzi lawo, then azodripa adripele ku-glass, and then le glass amanzi lawo bawaphuzise lo mntwana lo mncane will be healed from whatever illness that the child is suffering from. I was like, this thing is interesting almost, because it's not the first time hearing about abantu who are keeping a skull of an older person somewhere. Those people engibaziyo mina ama Skull and Bones. So Skull and Bones, it's a secret society that is mostly found in America. Grand is found in also in Britain, in the Western world, but Icona nase America. Its members, its most prominent members include the likes of George W. Bush and many presidents of the United States. So this practice, they go to a secret room in some university somewhere in the USA, and they sort of like do rituals in front of Les Calles. Now, interestingly enough, this skull is said to belong to an elderly person of the Red Indians, who were the indigenous inhabitants of America. I was like, this is interesting, man. This is interesting because the skull of Hintsa, who was a king of the Xhosa people, if I'm wrong, you'll correct me, it was never returned to Africa. The skull of Hintsa was long taken Dala and has never been returned to South Africa. There have been many requests for the skull to be returned, but it has never been returned. I mean, ask yourself, what is it that is so important with it? Because the skull is not like it's gold or diamond or platinum. As far as treasure about Africa, it's just a skull. You know, return the skull so that we can be rest assured that the king has rested. No, the skull is not being returned. I was like, okay, maybe these people are also practicing magic on the side of this skull or in front of this skull. Khona ama-powers abawatholayo ngale skull lesi. Khona ama-powers abawatholayo ngale skull. Ask yourself, wena, it's been so many years after colonialism, but still Africa is not yet fully independent. Still Africa is being controlled from somewhere in Britain. Do you think when in your sober mind such a thing it's a natural occurrence? Do you think when in your mind such a thing it's just a natural thing? Hello guys, I'm recording. So obviously not. There is a magic that is involved here. And I think that magic is being linked to the skull of Hintsa. Let me give you a breakdown of this thing. I don't know if you are not into African spirituality or you don't believe in African spirituality, you might as well skip the video. In African spirituality, which is they are able to go and exhume. That's the correct word, exhume. They are able to go and exhume amathambo wakakhokho wakho. I'm talking about strangers, people who are not related to you by blood, but they know that in your family there is a certain khokho who they think is the one who's giving you blessing in the family. They are able to go and exhume the bones of that khokho and take the bones and go and use them for witchcraft. That witchcraft partly being depriving you of blessings and redirecting those blessings to themselves. In African spirituality, that thing is happening. It's happening. It's rife. People are able to go to the graveyard of. If you can also watch Cutting Edge, you will see. Watch Cutting Edge. Labakhuluma khona ngenkabi khona. You will see lenkabi lezi zita. Sometimes messing funa. We can go to what a graveyard of your relative or your great-great-grandfather, and we go there and perform a ritual and ask for your soul. Now think about it. So people are able to kill you by just visiting where the place where the bones of your relative were buried. People are able to redirect your blessings to themselves using the bones of your relative. So why don't you then assume that it's the same ritual that is being used against Africans by these superpowers, these world leaders? It's the same ritual that is being used by the Skull and Bones members to subdue and continue colonizing Africa for so many years. People are so asleep, it's funny. It has nothing to do with biology and whatnot. Black people living to this day, they're still asleep. You don't understand why. But one thing for sure, you can be rest assured that black people are bewitched. Whatever that they are going through, it's not a natural occurrence. It's a matter of spiritual manipulation. That is why even to this day, ngiyazwakala kuwe putting sase kukamera. That is why even to this day, black people are still poor. They try, they go to school, they pass, but still, they're still colonized by white people who are mainly based in Britain and America. So I'm putting it into you that such a thing is not a matter of natural or maybe white people are smart. No. It's witchcraft. It's a witchcraft. And this witchcraft, you can see it in the Illuminati. If you check their rituals, you can see it in the Freemasons. You can also trace it to the Skull and Bones, of which the Skull and Bones is more. It's more of a relevant example to use because we are talking about a king's skull that has been missing for so many centuries. To even this day, it has not been returned. You know why? Because if they return that particular skull, then black people will be liberated truly. If that skull of King Hintsa gets returned, I'm telling you, it will mean total freedom. Let me also go further for the sake of time because I don't want to do a short video. Let me even go further. Do you know that malls in South Africa, many major malls in South Africa, are actually built on graveyards? Mines also were former graveyards. Now ask yourself what is happening. It's spiritual manipulation. Spiritual manipulation. Let me tell you, if there is trouble that is going to happen in South Africa, the older spirits that once led this particular nation are able to rise up and fight. And they don't fight on their own. They activate other warriors, either be it through dreams or other forms of inspiration. They go to these leaders and activate them. Say, hey, in China, we are sitting there down here. The country is being sold. That's why you see certain people all over South Africa, they are getting agitated by what is happening. Certain few people get very agitated, and those people are able to lead multitudes. Those people are not leading themselves. They are led by spirits. So now, when these people build malls on top of bones that once belonged to these spirits, they are actually suppressing those spirits. They are making sure that there is no uprising that is going to happen. They are making sure that there is no messages that are going to be communicated to other leaders through dreams, because leaders don't appoint themselves. Leaders are appointed by the spiritual realm. There's no leader anywhere. Be it Ramaphosa, Jacob Zuma, Julius Malema, there is no leader anywhere who's able to lead a multitude of people who's self-appointed. These ones who are self-appointed, you can see, man, they end up nowhere. And then there are other ones then who go and consult Batwale and all that. They steal the gifts of other kids. They are not called. They steal the callings of other kids. Now those leaders, we have them in our nation. But then there are but they are always burning with fire. But they are not getting appointed anywhere. But they are always standing for the truth. Those ones are the ones that are called. They are the ones that are being activated, you understand? And they are the ones that are worth protecting. But as time goes on, we find ourselves in a predicament whereby these people are no longer rising, because the spirits that must call them are also no longer rising. Their graveyards have been malls have been built on top of the graveyards of the leaders or the leadership spirits that must go and fetch the people who are living now and become leadership. Yeah, so we must take these things very serious. That skull of King Hintsa must be returned. This thing did not start in America or did not start in Britain. We can even trace it back to the Bible. In the Bible, there is a mountain called Golgotha. Golgotha is a place of skulls or a place of skull. That's where the skulls of many leaders were buried. So that place, Golgotha, has so much power. When people got initiated, including Jesus himself, he had to go through Golgotha. Now, why is a place that is full of skulls buried there having power? If you ask other people in the underground, like Inyangas, they will tell you there are Inyangas that use skulls. of people who were smart to draw the wisdom of these people. They use that particular skull. To them, it's not just a bone. It's a living entity that they manipulate through the bone. So that's just what I wanted to speak about today. I hope it becomes of significance. I was motivated by this guy, Zero Africa, whose account somehow the videos got deleted. I think because I'm not saying what I just told you now. It's 100% the truth. You'll find out there's a lot of hogwash, or everything that I said might be hogwash, but at least it will sort of like trigger you to go and seek your own truth. So yeah, it is what it is. What it then don't apply, but fair to tanko.